So I'm David Voorhees.
And I'm Molly Sharp Voorhees, and we are married.
And what do we do together?
We do Silveramics together. It's a collaborative effort of jewelry. It's a type of jewelry. How did we get started, David?
I was going to ask you how we got started, but I think it goes to a trip we took out west, didn't it?
Yeah, we went out to Washington State to a town called Snohomish, and I taught jewelry making at a place called The Ranch, owned by a woman named Randy Harper. And she told us that we would have such a good time if we went down to this place in Mexico called Hacienda Mosaico in Puerto Vallarta, and we could teach a class down there because it's absolutely beautiful. And we said yes.
And she was right. Yeah,
But what do we teach?
exactly. We didn't have anything to teach except, well, I could follow you around, which is what I was doing in Snohomish. I followed you. I was
He
your
always follows
flunky
me around, yeah.
and helped you a little bit. Yeah. But we had talked about trying to do something together, and we've had our studios separate for so long. You doing your thing and me doing mine. So we kind of came up with this idea of combining porcelain and sterling together.
Yeah,
And who came up with the name?
I did.
That's right. I knew
Silveramics, get it? Silveramics, and now it's a thing, and we've been teaching it. This will be, if we get to teach it in February, it'll be our 5th time down in Mexico teaching it. But we've also taught it in our studio here in Zirconia, North Carolina, and we're getting ready to teach it at John C. Campbell Folk School next year, and University of Ohio, or Ohio University.
Ohio University.
In
No,
Oxford.
Miami University in Ohio.
Excuse me, yeah, Miami University
Confusing.
in Oxford, Ohio. For next year, we're going to be teaching it.
We also taught it at North House Folk School.
We did. That's in Minnesota on Lake Superior.
And that's why I bought the kiln, so we could take it around,
That's
take it on the
right.
road with us. So I have
Yeah.
a small kiln that's about this big that'll go to high temperature, and it's got a computer on it. It'll fire up high, so we could take that on the road with us.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
So
And we probably taught 50 or 80 people so far with this, and had a lot of fun. But we obviously make things this way too. So there's a little bit of this going back and forth about how we actually design these Silveramics pieces. And of course, it starts in my department in terms of making things with the porcelain, and I use colored porcelain, and we have pictures of all that. But the interplay of how we design pieces really goes back and forth, because I can make all kinds of elements, and Molly goes, "Well, what do you want me to make out of this?" And it really comes down to us trying to design things together, which then gives me ideas for making more new things, or color combinations, or sizes. Getting the scale right was really hard, but
yeah, and so he makes the pieces. Of course, they're usually out of very colorful porcelain clay that he's colored. Sometimes it's just white. And then he gives me the pieces. We talk about maybe the designs a little bit beforehand, and then he gives me the finished pieces that he's made. And my challenge is to figure out how to incorporate sterling silver around them, in them, with them, to make them into really cool jewelry pieces. And it's been quite the challenge, but we came up with some real dogs at first that didn't work out
We
well
still
at
do.
all. And then, as time went on, we refined it, and it's now pretty. People really seem to like it, and they love the classes. Classes are super fun. So, and we will hopefully continue to do that for the next several years. Yeah.
so we've had a lot of fun with it, and hope you'll take a look at the things we do. But it's been a lot of fun collaborating with somebody who I know so well, and challenging every once in a while, but that's a good thing. So anything else you need to add?
My website is mollysharpmetalsmith.com, and you can see pieces there, and for sale, and then get the Etsy. They're on Etsy for sale.
Yep. Silveramics Jewelry, and we do have an Instagram. Do we have an Instagram site for it?
We do.
I think we do.
Yep.
Called Silveramics Jewelry. So if you look that up, you can find out more about us. And we do love the teaching, and of course we like selling those things too. So.
Yep. Yay. Right.
Okay. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.